Moving through space. He's moving through space. He's moved through space at quantified space, and I cannot even keep track of that what he be doing, but I do know that a creature is just doing what a creature does written in his zone. You see the picture that I used for the thumbnail. I made that quite a long time ago when I was tripping on the mushrooms, and I thought it was like 420 because I put 420 up on the paper, but now I start to see that it not truly was that Daisy. But hey, recently it has been the day when it was a day we got so high, okay. Had some CBD, lesser traded in for a bit of THC. Now this weekend I got some Capri Sun and I got some Dream World. Like this what we do, like come and we swirl up within the space. They do not got these types of strains. These are the things that you see on TV, working all day, then taking a break. You know this is just the way. I have been non-stop on my way. I do not worry, as I say. I'm just thankful for being in this place. I take my moment to take my rest. Then when I get back to complete the test, I will succeed. I will not stop because nobody could ever stop me. Is what I affirm myself within my head, and I know and understand that, yo, you cannot go blindly, but I see within me that it is okay to be. I'm just feeling this way because you know I've been working on it every single day, and I wonder how the fuck does it even do it though. And I just be smiling, this how it go. No matter what the wave may bring, I'm just going to be living. This is just how it was going to begin and how it has started, how it is. Play it back now you get to understand where I am at. Working through literature, trying to comprehend abstract. That is the book I will make when I rewrite that what I just wrote down another day. I've got piles of work to process. I wrote that out throughout the years. I was like, I'ma do it, man. I cannot be stopped. And those who think they are complicating it within their brain, see impossibility does not exist for me, because it would be limited to your ability to articulate possibility. So I'm like, anything is possible within the mind. Yo, meer loom there, meer loom there, meer loom there, meer loom there, meer loom there. Yo, I am just stupid in the space, thinking about the fact that I was just at Mirlunda earlier today. I was going to meditate is what I said. Then I got up to the place and I saw so many mosquitoes that were swarming all around me. I went down to the water to just see. I saw that they were in stagnant water. That is not where I would like to remain. So I just switched up my location and I just did remain. I was just chilling, reading through my own literature that I wrote out quite a bit ago. I was reflecting upon the memories that I have made, while thinking to myself, yeah, I'm so grateful in this place. I lost my pen along the way, and then when I got back looking for my pen, no, I couldn't understand, not a worry in the brain, but I'm like, it is okay, enlightenment you ought to find. As I sit down and I say, you got sealed, thank you for showing me the way, teaching me lessons how I should stay. Electromagnetic connectivity is what I am feeling because of these biological auric forces around me. Want to attune, this is that synchrony, harmony, balance, acquire accordingly, clarity. What I see balances is my peace. I'm going to be till infinity. Now I know that it could not be, but God has have taught me one thing, that the construct that you make occur within your brain, better make it serve, yeah, because it is going to be like, oh yeah, put the energy in to make it wide. Does it not serve the purpose though? See exactly, so I just unlike hit the budget up within the place. These constructs that I do create, how do they serve me at the end of the day? Because you know I put them into place to bring me to a different place. If it does not get me closer into that way, then what could I even say that it does okay? It's exactly budgeting just like we should. This is the Dashie, yo, this is what I does. You wanna vibe up in the space with the caterpillar creature and just doing what he does. I'm just like Mirlunda, I love you as I listen to the earth. This is just what I do, listening to the wind, tales of the oak. What does the oak say? No, do not choke. As I am just smoking the oak, look, and just sitting here in the middle of the forest, and yeah, I cannot care. I see the Luna up there, and I am like, hey, that is contrast, yeah, showing me how I can radiate a bit of light and just be all okay. I want to just be so great. No, I could not be any different type of way. You see, I was writing about it so long ago, then I put it all together because I have been working on the repetition every day. Ambition, that is the integration, I must say. Now I am just going to be like I dominate. There's no cruising down this road, no. Literally though, Dashie, yeah, you better know. Caterpillar Avenue, all the creatures are with me. We are just chilling and this is what it be. Looking at the stars right above of me, and I'm like, life is going quite fast, but I know that I have to be content, be at peace. If I have my calm, then I can understand. I know that comprehension be one of my many abilities, not necessarily the one that I need to apply. Use applicability, see the measurement, the recognition that you ought to see. What is that vocabulary? Yeah, man. Tell him. I say God is. Yes, God is. Yo, for a creature like me, I love Goddess, diddy. I love Goddess. Love Goddess. I love Goddess, I say, as I'm cruising down this country road, okay. I love Goddess, that is what I say. I ain't not like you, do not fucking compare me. You do not know what I be doing, you do not know what I do what I be doing. Because this is what I choose to pursue. Decision, precision, this is what I make it. This is my on top of way. Concentration, the focus would be, see the combination, that synergy, result would be potency. Move that into my own reality, deconstruct the abstract from sensory perception, create, articulate, now you see reflection, that is the key. Content, now you ought to be, yeah, you know. I'm just on my own, yo. I'm just like, hey, I love you dearly. I'm just like, hey, I love Goddess, Goddess, Goddess. I love Goddess, Goddess, Goddess. I love Goddess, Goddess, Goddess. I love Goddess, I love Goddess. And I'm just stepping in the space. I'm just chilling, I'm just doing what I'm doing. It's okay. I'm just vibing, I'm just vibing. I'm just up in my space. And I'm doing what I do. I'm just doing what I do because this is what I pursue. Yeah. Ja, toch. Hey. You know, lots of incense. Light some sage. Or, you know, just chill. You know, just vibe. Be fine, be fine, be fine. There is no need to worry, not within the mind. They want to find, want to find, want to find. All the struggle, that's the problem that you find. Yeah, the problem that you see, no, that is not for me. I do not want to look at it like it is just that. What is the cause? Not just a symptom though. I want to see where did it come from so I can improve upon that. What I do know, I want to gain understanding, so I say I walk below the moon. I carry Goddess with me. I carry that star-proud witch that I be. Practice my craft upon a daily. The other day I was sitting at the water and man came by. I was like, yo, what are you up to? He is like, yo, do you meditate, man? I ain't like, yeah, I am just a bit in my space. Meditate, have been doing that for like 6 years straight. The response would be, yo, that is cool to me. Like, do you do it for your rest? I'm like, yeah, I do it for that, but also the fact that I can engineer these ways. I've been studying my physiology, now this is looking crazy all to me. I remember the first time that I heard, I was like 17, they were like, yo, listen though, your subjective mental would be, that is not physically, but rather separately. I am like, I do not know. High IQ, intellect, get to know. Big brain pushing productions, I say. I am not afraid, no, I just am here every day. I've got no enemies because I just make peace. No matter where I go, no, I just want peace. I want that harmony and balance, all that I would seek. But I am ready for you, see, I am the creature, this is me. I came from a little place, then I build up, and now I am like, yo, I am on top. No, I cannot stop, I'm unstoppable. Yeah, I'm a god, I am Messiah, bruh. I split planets in half with my focus, and I create entire surfaces within my brain spaces. I create, derive, and abstract, I say. Hey, creatures. I said, hey creatures, what have you been up to? Have you been looking at the stars? Have you been doing what I do? Have you been looking at the stars? Have you been doing what I do? Have you been looking at the stars? Have you been doing what I do? I am here all alone, 3IB now, that is just one of me. I am just up in the space, countryside where I'm roaming. Yeah, Caterpillar Avenue, the issues where I pass by, but I'm going to a different place. I have been riding a lot more around the region lately. Yo, chilling with my brother though, the first time in my life than that. I can't be like with family though. Yo, and I didn't ever know that I could be such a great example for all of these people around me. Now you can see that if you got your focus straight. Now earlier today flirting with this girl that was walking by, and now I'm like, alright, that is looking motherfucking so fine. Yeah, that's small, it cures the pain, they say, but yo, I didn't even have pain. It just made me elevate further into the space. The first thing that I told myself is, yo, do not get too comfortable with the feelings that you feel, the provocation with the upper. Yeah, you have been looking at it like every single fucking day. Yo, and I'm also on Capri Sun right now. I had a bit of a blue dream too, you know, that we elevate a bit to a different place. Now we cannot be stopped. Yo, I am on top, that's what I say. They want to be like, how do you move like that, mate? Yeah, you better move, gotta move, because this life, this just does what it do. Yo, what is this? Easy come, easy go. Yo, I cannot be worried though, because you know, put a drawing on my wall and I'm like, that is life, it is small. I got to create metaphysical abstractions that I say, because you know this is just within my brain. It's a do-way, hey, want to proliferate, hey, exponential type of gang, no, I can never ever stop, because you know, I am just on top the Dashie, I be feeling going through my veins. Yo, this is just meant to be, it was put into stone. I said it, I was like, yo, this is going to be where I roam. I cannot stop, I cannot drop, I cannot stop, I cannot drop, I cannot stop, I cannot drop, because you know I had to get all the way to the top. To be like, okay, no matter every step that I may ever make, there's no guarantee to get to that bigger place, but I am grateful for the present where I am, okay. Yeah, man. Fire. Yo, in my album 420, I was talking about, that was my last bit.
Do that again.
And this is my last bit. It's hard to explain, but I have a process. You have to trust in the process, because then I always get where I need to be. I ain't just walking, get up on these crunchy roaches, see. Do not got no boots on, no, I got no shoes, no, I got nothing, this is just me. Walking, yeah, bare feet through the woods, and I'm feeling like, what is all good. Wanna do a few push-ups, so I do that, yeah, this is what I've got. Few push-ups, there it just go, push up, like all that I know. Yo, I do a few dips too, few crunches, this now, what they say, Australian pull-ups now, that's my vibe that I be feeling though. My shoulders still be hurting from that all the day, like the days ago. I was just like, yo, I wanna be like, yo, I'm able to work out. Now my body is like, yo, this is what you are about. Yes, I am just up within my space. It is King's Day, up within this bigger place. Netherlands where we stay, yeah, I got the best green. We be growing that, yeah, they come from overseas. They say when they are in a place like the UK, but where we remain, we could grow it ourselves and be like, okay, I got the best motherfucking strain. I've got it all, here's what they say, here's what I say. Yeah, we all say, we got it all. And truthfully, we have got it all. It is within our brain, think about it though. Experience we stored within memory though. What is that? Memory would be meant to represent that where you were at, where I am at. This is differently, a different place. This is just what I see. I see many obstacles far ahead of me, but I ain't like I can just move so closely. Yeah, right now, because I am not there yet. Study, got my binoculars in my hand, and I am just writing down, taking all of these notes, and I'm like, okay, this is quite compelling, you know. Like some code, they need to fix it up, because solutions not the issue, so what the fuck is up? They want to talk about like DASH. I'm just like, yo, this is just my own type of way. Where did the fuck it come from? Nah, I don't know. Damn fuck road laying down now. Yeah, earlier today, yeah, I was reading these papers. Suddenly my literature, I saw 2 papers where I was writing out an entire song, where rhyming the words like what could go wrong. I was like, I'm so proud, nah, this what we made. I'm thinking about goddess and I love you every day. As I'm outside, then I am just inside. I just chill, I remain. Yo, you can combine work with this. What is all about me? There's a truth of the value that what I see. Wanna live that life, wanna be so fine, wanna be alright, wanna be so fine, wanna be alright, wanna be so fine, wanna be alright, yeah. Loving the life, and it goes as it goes. Now this what I know, yeah, loving the life, yeah, loving the life, yeah, loving the life. You know, does not matter. It does not matter. It does not matter. Only thing that matters is matter, because it is matter.
Hey, Gobsy, do that again.
Yeah. We have to go and go hard on this beat, you know. Well, not on this beat, but on this album. I'm a bit burpy today. But shit, man. Just want to say, pick a place. I do love, I do love, I do love, I love it. This bigger place that I love. Countrysides, nah, they are not rough. They want to stay in their houses. When it is late at night, hear the owls within sight. Yes, you ought to be, but that is not the reality. Rather, this is just darkness that is filling up all the space. The only emptiness that you will ever find in this bigger place is the one that you contain deep within your own brain. And just thinking about life, I'm thinking about death. Then I see that one implies the other. Hey yo, I am like yo, I cannot even bother getting caught up in a single string of vacations. Still entangled within all kinds of thoughts that are not even into place. I just got feelings and I regulate. I want to express, so I say I've got a certain feeling deep within my brain. Yeah, I've been thinking about life quite a lot. I've been thinking about time, what I've got. But you know, this life as it goes. I got engaged at quite an early age though. I remember when she initiated me. Oh, that was within a dream. But then when I came back the other day, it provoked a certain reaction within my brain. My neural circuitry got enhanced in a way. The experience unlocked new neural pathways. And that is literally, and I documented the entire process. See, now we have got these utilities. I ain't like the metaphysical aspect within the mind. This is the entire vision that you find. On that harm none, do as you will. because then it will be fine. Need to be able to say that you know the actuality. What is that? Now we get to know. Wisdom practice that would be needed balance of the technicality and the actuality that you will see through the wisdom. Now you start to perceive to be that it is all held within your brain, your own perception, like it forms in so many ways. At a certain age you can no longer do that what you did, that is just what it is. So I want to be like one thing that I will be able to do until I get old is look back upon these pictures that I do behold. All the paintings that I've made, all the music that I've made, all the writings that I've made, all the code that I did write out, all these companies, all these things that I've been building though. This is what the fuck I do, yeah, you better get to know. I leave a legacy for myself, potentially for the children that will come after me, but I do not yet know. 23, but I've seen so much, this is just me. Yeah. Fire. That is that fire. Hey, what is going on today? Hey, what is going on today? Hey, what is going on today? Hey, I am up in the space, I am just here as I walk, right beside me alone, and I say, look at the swamp, the water so high, all the butterflies and they flutter so high. I feel water that is sprinkling upon my leg. I look around but no water that I can see my friend. I take my glasses off and then I suddenly start to see that I am walking upon quite spongy ground that is right below me. Now the farmers have been busy putting pesticide all over the place. Oh yeah, society as disturbing as it could forever be, but we must not be afraid. Do not let the fear dictate. Because to come within your brain, how is that going to help if it is not going to get you closer to the place that you have to be at? Like it is about the need before the want. I unlike desire, this is what I've got within me. Motivation that you see, but unlike yet discipline that I need. Now motivation, that creation that I make within my brain. Desperation that I say, but there is no my own way. Nah, I'm chill up within my space. Cannot feel it, cannot see it, cannot think it, but I am still going in that way. Because you know God has taught me in that way. It is still not easy and it will never become in that way. Because if it were to be, then you could go comfortably and then suddenly it starts to disappear right next to me. It needs to stay challenging, I must say, and life is a forever changing trajectory. If you think that you know it all, then you do not get it though. Because you know it is forever transforming as it do. I'm just flowing in my zone, radiate. This is just biophotons that are radiating straight from my skin. No lie, this is me. I just got these creatures that are on me. Surviving in the space, feeling the roots, and I imagine my energy, my electromagnetic field synchronized within the mind. Hey, behold that internally, yeah, behold that internally, yeah, behold that internally, hey, behold that internally. Time is the most precious value that you have got. Can only spend it, you can't ever buy it though. And when it is gone, it does not come back. You cannot earn it in life, it is just where it is at. Action, reaction, the result will be death, the end of cycle, that is life you see. Now, I just stay in my place and I say that you better take the time to observe every day. Meditate, reflect, integrate. Yo, symbiosis I say, complementary state. All these things that do interact, intertwine. Now I see, yeah, life is just fine. Yo, though I am still afraid, though I am still working myself all the way, though I am still getting to the bigger place, yeah, though I am still working on my way, yeah, though I am still working to this place, though I have accomplished a lot, okay, though I have lost a lot, though I have gained a lot. Now this is what I've got. I have got a lot of creations, I'll put them into place. I understand the memory that we do contain within the brain. My own memory, not as reliable as you may ought it to be. Rather got that referential type of reality. Yeah, I put it all up into place. I take time and then I just interpret the instructions at the place. Sex your reaction, what's the bond? The connectivity, now you establish, re-establish. Now that is the familiarity, what we need in order to be exactly where we just need to be. I am reading my literature and I start to see that I was already a far away, but there's some time along the way I got lost, that I knew that I would go. Then I came back, yeah, I came back into my zone. I've got many pieces of work that resemble what I say. I am the physical manifestation of the what I be putting out every day. And I say I think you got this for showing me this and giving me everybody that is just like a gift. I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for life. I've seen days where I would not even survive. I have been there, now I'm here, and I say, yeah, cannot care unless it serves my purpose. Though the present progression, all that I know, I'm not looking at what they say. I am not looking at the news that much anyway. I am not taking the alcohol to the brain. I am not smoking cigarettes. I am just going to be like I quit, man. Yeah, I do not want to be busy with that. Got no toxic relationships, that is not where I am at. Isolate, regulate the energy that I have got within my body in all kinds of senses though. Figuratively, literally, metaphysically, and that is also just what I be perceiving deep within me. Yeah. Put a stone, put a stone, put a stone, put a stone, yeah, put a stone. The only thing I want like people to be is like calm and chill, you know. If you're calm, then there's no need for me to not be calm, you know. Or at least like there could be no need for me to not be calm. The only need to not be calm in my life is because of things that are outside of me anyway. Yeah, but that is what the old me would say. But in all truthfulness, let's just be real with our brain. The reason that the problems do even exist is because the circumstance lives up to the idea that we've got of that what ought to be a problem to us. But I'm like, you better take your time because life can be rough. Two things that you better understand if you hear this in the future and you're lost to comprehend. Nobody said that it would be easy though. Nobody said that you would get to the throne. Nobody said anything but you. You were the one like that was like, hey, I am going to do. If disappointment occurs, just know that you were like, okay, I can't expect me feeling safe, that I know it at the end of the day. But in all truth, that would be that is not reality. That cannot be truly, but sometimes you forget about these principalities. You know, and then you just reactivate. Just got neural pathways. Got neural pathways. You got neural pathways? I got neural pathways. Put into stone what I say. I said, now I did that. What I said, yeah, man. You look at me, I look at me. The mirror reflecting like nothing but me. I live countryside, but it is late at night. You hear nothing but the silence within the mind. Yeah, and that is where I choose to reside. Isolation, now I find a way that I could be like, I love you, I love that, I love everything around. I accept, I tolerate, I regulate, I can understand. Take my time to study though. Took that ritual type of practice into this bigger place. Society, I did say I would dominate. I did do, yo, it is not over until I say so. You better get to know that it's that dash kind of flow. He throws it at your face. Yeah, I like what is going on. I do not know. Okay. sit down in the grass, stretch my back, look up at the sky, realize this is where I am at. Do I get affected differently at the head? How the gravity pulls me down, I do not know. I visualize the process within my brain. I take that process deep within my brain. I put it into place in my toolbox. When I need it, I am just looking where I have got. There are these locks within my brain, these obstacles, these obstructions, but I must really say, no matter the obscurity, explicitly, now I am going to be just as I need to be. If the door does not exist, or if the door does not open up, I come straight through the motherfucking wall like what the fuck is up? But I do not do that blindly, you should know, because sometimes there really is just a mountain though, not really a wall to go through, endlessly trying to get to a place that does not exist up in this bigger place. Environment, the body and the mind, a balance that you ought to find. I love creatures, 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 creatures. Look at a pyramid. Look at a spider. Look at the plant. Can you understand? Look at the gem, stone. Look at the sage. Look at the paper that I have got right in front of me. Yesterday I was writing code for like 8 hours straight, and now I am here just in my place. I am just like, this is my place. I'm chilling, man, I can be fine. There is nothing that will ever have to penetrate my mind. They want to get to me, but they cannot really see that I am just not merely pretending to be crazy. What you consider to be crazy is uniquely. Now that is me, yeah, you can consider it to be, but you do not really see, because you know you lack the ability, comprehensibility you want to claim. But what is that? You're gonna have the recognition in your brain, associations that you ought to make, measurement, association, now you see. Comparison that is success to me, because I talk about something that is not even related to that what I say. Now I am just focused on my own lane. Why would I even be giving energy to things excessively? The other day I was thinking about the fact that if I turn my head around to look at that what I can see, but I can also hear it, then I'm like, okay, if I want to retain my energy, I better just sit still and just listen and be like, this can serve me just right. Why would I turn my head around right now? And if I do that like 100 times every single day, it takes a bit of time, but even more energy within the brain, and it distracts from that what you do. Is it not what you'll be pulling yourself through? Yes, exactly, so better comprehend. I am like, yo, I can understand and improvise as I meditate, reflect upon that what I have got deep within my brain. I listen to the grass, they do talk about stories, yeah. I listen to Mia London, what she say? She's telling me about some stories, okay. Yeah, dark murky waters where I can envision myself to be, but I could never enter those on my own, because you know there are some sharp things at the bottom though, but I would if I could. Now you see, there are parasites living in it too. It's a stagnant water, but the swans right to let it remain. It is a place that deeply connects with me, and I say that at the end of the day I can still acknowledge the fact that it's just a result of provocative reactivity that is occurring within me because of how the environment affects me. Yeah, epigenetically. Look at the life. What is the light? What is the dark? Circle I see, swirling around, just like me, just like me, just like me. looking at the water and I'm just thinking to myself, what can I retrieve from this? What I am seeing right in front of me. Suddenly see water coming down from the sky, hitting the water that was just in front of me, and it was showing me the impact visually, like where does the energy go distributed over the surface of the water. And then I got to know that it is exactly the way that our decisions affect the way that we go through this bigger place, that how they interact with all of the different types of strings. Now you got to see, you gotta get to sing, yeah, sing and dance, be like the rhythm, comprehend. Balance, now you gotta have it in your brain, you gotta see it not go so fast, okay, of your head in so many different types of ways. Now I ain't like, okay, variability, that what I do like to claim. I ain't gonna say I touched this tree as a hug, and I say heck I tell you thank you dearly for showing me my way. Yeah, I am just looking at water for an hour straight. See people pass by and they are like, yo, is that dude okay? Just unraveling the problems that I may perceive to be if I do not take the time to work on that what I have got within me. I want to be like your physiology that I do proclaim. That is the psychology within me. The psyche I am like I activate. The body is like okay. Physicality, this checkup, that is the only prerequisite that I would say is there. So acknowledgement, now do you care? Proclamative ability you want to see. Acknowledge it all to be reasoning like in these ways. Principles now I must really say. Yo, you put it all together though. What's the context? Contextualization within the brain, the subjectivity. Now I must really say there's no limitation that I may ever find in my brain. Subconsciously I do interconnect my roots. They run deep like the mycelium that are commuting with me, and they are right below my feet. Transform my being into what I want to be, righteously doing what I need to see.
Yeah. You thought it was all like that.
Oh no. Got a bit of weed up in my system. I've got some tea right in front of me. I'm living that nerdy life you can see. Hey, I love God, is that what I do say every day? As I am just working up on my grind like every single day. I've got this thing written down like I wrote it down earlier today. I was like, I want to make this album with this paper that I found in this bigger pile of papers though. Talked about it earlier within this album, better get to know the context like I be building it throughout the thing. And they are like, yo, how the fuck you even begin? That makes no sense, how would I even interconnect? What is the relativity? Can you present it all to me? I am like, how would I repeat myself or just did things out of the whole? It took years to construct this context. It is not just like, okay, a few words can make up for the entirety that I contain within my brain. Now I wish that it was that easy though. Yo, there is one price that you pay, but understanding all of these ways. Yo, if you do not watch out, people will be like, yo, I do not know what he is about. And truthfully, that would just be a language barrier. Now I can see if I have got the energy that I can just explain it all correctly, reinterpret it so many different types of ways. Because you see, articulation, that is the key. They can apprehend it but not translate. Then they need to be able to fucking associate the value assigned to a variable, not a fixed place, because it does not have a fixed state. But this is a clean slate. This is ISO. This is that Linux distro that I distribute. Look at the paradox as I do install. I unlock, I want to get back up on that wave. It doesn't have to rhyme, it is just what I like to say. I've got the PS224. I am ready to be like, yo, this is like never before. I've got the software written all out, this terminal that I will be like, yo, this is what I'm about. They are like, yo, why would you even take your time to be like that or like this? And I'm like, I stay focused up on my shift. And as I get it all done, I am just like I made it by myself. Didn't have to sell a single fucking gram of right. I only started one company, and that one company, it became the mess, you see. And I only did one thing in my entire life, that is following the intuition that I've got on the inside. It has just guided me right. Holding on to that is the hardest thing of it all. The natural implications that you do not foresee until you start to get to the holistic whole. There is the experience, the wisdom that you will obtain by being like, I want to experience that, okay? I am moving through the outer space, and I must just say that when you be chilling, it go in the right type of way. They want to talk about this, they want to talk about that, but they have never seen the Dashie be like, yo, where am I at? Inactive for years fucking straight, because I do not want to have people that chase me down, okay? Fuck. You know? It's a Dashie. That's Dashie. Dashie. some more Capri Sun. Some of the best stuff I've seen ever. This stuff looks like the stuff that you see on a website when you're trying to order something. You know? Yo. You know. There's a part of this album that went quite fast, and then I sung a little bit, and then I went quite fast. But now I am like, what am I going to be about? The thing that makes it a piece of art to me is that I can associate the experience with and what I perceive to be like auditorily. Yeah, and bind it to that, interwoven into life like this where I am at. Use it to strengthen my memories, that is the fruit that I yield, you see. I have got this life experience within me. If the only thing you've got to talk about is materialism, I must say that is quite a poor story, oh yes okay, yes okay. Just cruising down the street, pushing productions nobody sees. What are you wearing? Not a McLaren uniform I've got on. This is what I'm doing, man. Yeah, I am focused upon the race. Tell my little brother that it will all be okay. Tell my mama that I did it, yeah I did it all the way. Tell my mama that it's fine, give her some money and it is alright. Spend some time, just be all fine. Yeah, it took a long ride to get to this place, until I was able to finally say that I can be like your mama, here you go, okay? Yeah, and until I was able to say that I am just going to buy them a fancy straight off the menu that I could find. Yo, I was like, I need to save up for the tax, man. Then suddenly I did not even have to pay, man. So if that is the case, then that means that it is fine to be living this way, because I work for it every single day. Yeah, and now I've got it, I am like, oh yes, okay. You wonder why, but you do not get it though. This man has never ever gotten what you have gotten though. Understand, and you've got to see what is your precision within this place. It is not mine, G. G would be the greatest, that is me. Dashie, and I am just so free. Yo, I am not trying to be different, I just am, because I am myself. Two things cannot occupy the same space at the same time. Within this vacuum of space, not just within the mind. Try to envision a Pac-Man eating itself. You cannot envision the thing that is eat itself, because there is defying the limitations of the brain. Try it and you will see that that kind of concept would not work out, G. Yeah. There's one thing that God has taught me early on, and that is that you you should never be afraid to live life in your own type of way. You know? Never. If you are afraid to live life in your own type of way, restraining your ability to live like every day because of that, yes, you are afraid of that what they may say. Man, let me tell you, you got to fight for that what you love. It is the test of time that will show you how tough you really are. The resilience, it is not just strength, the power that you could possess, but if you cannot utilize it, then can you even comprehend the implications, the consequential reality gained through the wisdom you ought to perceive, but obtained it by means of practicality. Perform that upon the battlefield. What do they see? They want to fight a battle, but I do not like to fight. I was criticizing rapping earlier today, alright, but now I ain't thinking about it deep within my brain. I ain't like it is true if it is all stressed, okay, but I am not stressed. I take a bit of a tone, I take a bit of a flow, because I have got that self-control. I can be like I want to express myself in this way. I can be like in this type of way, because I do not hurt anybody, and all of the stars will disagree with you if you say that I am a bad person. At the end of the day, I have been living it every day, caring about all of the life, even the small ones, yes, alright. Every decision that I have made up in the past, made up for that. I do not have got no enemies. Earlier today when this girl was walking by, the smile that she gave me though lit something up in me though. Yeah, you better get to know. Yo, the emotion within my brain, all the hormones that are going all the same as I do my workout and I'm chilling in this place. As I do my workout and I'm chilling in this place. I'm looking at this paper that says dash term X. Yo, I schedule written note that is on the way. I've got that glory, potent, okay. Yeah, that is my listing though. Yo, what else you've got? Let me just see it though. VS Code that I tend to use to write or 8-bit up that PHP because the server be bugging and I ain't like what could it be. The SQL is like, hey, I do not like that query, okay. So I ain't like, okay, I just got to be respectful of that because you know no matter where I would want to be at, the code's got to be correct. If it does not run the way that it needs to run, then it cannot get to where it needs to be. That is as per my own dedication, and you can see I spend the time on that and I am like, alright. You wanna this, you wanna that. I've got the star within the mud, I've got the flame within the chest. I've got a balance, picking I maintain. I try, I say, love you deeply, okay. I love goddess and I love life. I love goddess and I love life. I love goddess and I love life. I love goddess, I love life. I love life. You know? Yeah. I'll elevate. Oh shit. Smoking weed through the bong. Feeling like some ass shit is so strong. Here we go. Appreciating life, you know. They are like, why do you smoke? They are like, yeah, whoa. You know, I think I need to rephrase that. They are like, why do you smoke? And I am like, yo, I like to choke some days. And I am up within my space. They say, but hey, that is not that great. I do like 8 million things that are great. If you were to make a list of things I do that are not great, it would only be 1 or 2 things. And I'ma say that it's a little amount compared to everything that everybody be talking about. They are like, I am so perfect, but I look at that what they are really about. And then I can't really see that they are not really that word they say they would be. I am here, I am barely up in the space because I have been isolated for like 6 years straight, working on myself every single day. Yo, I really found my own way. Yeah, and that is really what I say. Had to get over the fact that I had what I had in my past and get to the present, because in the present that is where I've got my peace, because it satisfies me with the decisions that I make for me, like loving my mother. I am like, yo, do not bother, we will meet up quite soon. Walk around and just consume fresh air and look at the sun. Look at the stars, no we do not run. No stress that should occur. Let's go to the store, pick what you want and spend some time, sit in the grass, make some fresh tea. Here we just go, I am in my zone. Reading and writing like this is all that I know. Abstract like a study. I am like, yo, this is just my study. This life cycle as endless as it seems, but not really as it moves by. When it is gone, and it may be like I want it all to stay, but really it does not stay, rather it just went all the way. And that is how it always goes, and you'd be expecting it to be differently because you let yourself be deceived by the fact that it could be differently, as well according to your possibilities. Hey. I don't want to see somebody do it like that, huh? Yeah. No. I want to create a little break and elaborate, insert a little comment, because these songs are not easy to make per se, and it is very seasonal, or there have to be very specific conditions aligning for me to really be in the right state to express myself in this type of way. And when all of the some people call them chakra, however you want to call them, it will give you an idea of what I mean. There are these parts of the self, of the body, of the mind, however you want to see it, whatever works for you, right? I want to clarify that because I do not believe in fixed value. So I do not believe something is necessarily in a certain type of way. Now, that is kind of hypocritical, but it does not mean it is false or any less effective. The effectiveness is determined by the execution and the appliance of the execution and how that all works out. That's completely separate from the way that you look at it. Right, so when it comes down to... fuck, I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, I want to take a little break. Oh yeah, so I see that I just took a bong. I took a bong while I was making the song, you know. So yeah, like there need to be very specific conditions, else I cannot do this because I live every day and I do all of these things every day. Like every day I am just disciplined and I do everything I need to do, and that seems not fun to people because they have not yet gone through the hard part. When you get through the hard part and you start tolerating it, or should I say, you start being able to deal with it, you start being able to regulate that, then suddenly it becomes irony that you're suffering. It becomes irony that you're there, you know, because everything is like that. You cannot dodge it. You can neglect it, but you cannot dodge it. And the effects of this suffering are not necessarily harmful. The effects of suffering are dictated by the way that you deal with it, and of course the type of suffering that is, which is determined by where and the when, right? So that makes the what, and then the how leading to the why. The why, so why is it? The cause, how, and the how referring to the cause, therefore referring to what it caused, right? That's the implication here. And then you get to the when and the where, and that's the what. So, with all of that being said, if you want to talk about freestyles, I'm not saying that I am the best, but I know that one day, whether I'm 30, 35, 36, 40, there's going to be somebody that's like, there's no way you did that. Right. I did. And you know why I did? Because that is my purpose. I understand that if you work long, no matter, every single step is a step. So if you need to set 1,000,000 steps, every step is a step. And every time you look at somebody else taking a step, you're not taking a step. All right? I am taking a step. A man can only do one thing at a time. You can make it appear like you do multiple things, but on a neuronal functional level, right, or neurologically functioning level, you can only do one thing at a time. You can only perform one task. Consciously, I should say that. Now, that's a whole complex topic that entails all kinds of things, because I say, yeah, well, it can seem that way, but not be that way. Well, the way that you look at concurrency, simultaneous concurrency, is not necessarily the way that should be looked at this kind of concurrency, because we're talking about the spectrum of neurology and psychology with that. And that spectrum is just a bit different because you can only do one thing at the same time. You can have a set of procedures, have that set of procedures be wired in such a way that if one group fires, then that one group causes these other groups to fire. So it kind of makes it seem like it's all instant, but the impulse has to travel and all of the things have to fire and rest. And so it's technically you're always in the future for as far as your thoughts and your just for as far as your acknowledgement, for as far as your proclamative ability. You're always in the future. You're not in the present. You are in the present actually, but really, so in terms of reality, you are in the future. Because you're living in an abstract, right? When you look at life, you cannot think about the tree across from your house. Suppose there's a tree across from your house, right? Let's be realistic here. You cannot think about the tree across from your house without considering the fact that it is a tree, right? So that's the same thing. You cannot neglect these things. So with all of that being said, next song. I said, yo, you are here. Yo, 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 yo. I am just chilling a bit in my own type of space. I am thinking about the fact I am about to upload this all, but my comments that to my duty. And I ain't like though, this what we be doing though. Up in space, chilling like we already know. But just me though, I am right here. I have had days where I had to sit down on the ground. I looked at the circle that was in front of me right now. Nothing that I could see but the 3 candles right there, yeah. I had to find the peace within the dark. It's what I told myself, I believe that would bring the spark. I did that and now I started to really see that regulatory state that is the real key. You want to be able to tolerate, but you have got to engage. What are you going to adapt to? What is that? How are you going to evolve? Epigenetically expressing yourself. Expression, you better look after your health. Yeah, you've got to feel what you have got within yourself. Sometimes you suffer, but it can be also well. Yo, I would not do any of it over again unnecessarily, but I would if I needed to. I am here and this is what I do. I am so grateful, it's better than I ever foresaw. Made so many mistakes but went out of my way. I took my time in isolation to get it all up into place. The only problems that I have got these days are things that I cannot motherfucking change. There are things that are far outside of me. Oh yes, external reality. You see, there are certain things that are bound to happen, like the loss of those who you love if they are way older than you are. Oh yeah, yeah, and that is where I am. The stage is quite cruel though. I do not like it, seeing them decay like all I know. Every day you hear the sound and I'm like, damn, I hope that you will be alright. Nearly praying to a god or something though, but I know that it is just merely imaginative. I am here, fallacious they say. I had a horse die in my hands because it broke its leg, okay. And when it died in my hands, I remember myself say that I would make this resemble more than just this moment, man. I did that because I was like, I need to make something of my life. I went up in that way and then I made something great out of this bigger place. I can never stop because I am just so life. So great. You gotta live it in the right way, in the right way, in the right way, in the right way, yes, in the right way. You gotta live it in the right way. If you do not live it right, then you will get lost along the way. I pave my own way, no traffic that I see. I go into the way where there is nobody. You know, I am just up within the space, and they say, but I ain't like that, just like to remain, like to chill, like to chill, like to chill, how I feel, like to chill, like to chill, like to chill, how I feel. You remember those days? We were back there, but now we are here, and it is so great now. Oh yeah, it is great, 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 it is great. Let me just get a pen and paper here. Let me tell you, this is how life works, man. I'm just up in my space. Don't I got too comfortable down. I am going the right way. Right way, right way, right way, right way, right way. Yo. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. I am looking for some more of that Capri Sun. For I put that tip on my face, but what is up, man? I can do that, but I am starting to see 3D because that my brain, it is going quite crazy. I had a bit of this good dank that I've got. I am smoking that my brain is like, yeah. I cannot focus, cannot keep my mind straight. Use a brush, get the keef out of the grinder. Okay, I'm going to put it down and put it in my palm, or put it into my vape. Yeah, I'm on. And as I go, I'm vibing and I am just in my zone. You better get to know the Dashie, this is where he roams. I look at the vape, I look at the dank. I am about to roll it and just smoke it up, man. There is nothing that would ever change that fact, if the time allows me to be so high. Yeah, high, 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 high. If I can be high, then I wanna be high. High, 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 high. If I can be high, then I wanna be high. Yeah. If I can be high, then I want to be. But the question would be if I could be truly. Right now that I can, but then a long time not. I am like damn, but it was quite fun though. I am here and then I am there. I sprint all over the place. Now I cannot stop. I feel this within my brain. I feel it within my brain. This race, it takes my life away. But it is that kind of race. All of the time that you spend, oh, at some point you've got no more to spend. Yeah, that is the payment, my friend. Hey, hey. Taking the time, taking the time, taking the time, taking the time, taking the time to chill the mind. Taking the time, taking the time, taking the time to chill the mind. Taking the time, taking the time, taking the time to chill the mind. You've got to take the time to just chill the mind, for else you will suffocate in your own breath. And just say Dash.exe, my first book, the fifth one on the way it be. Dashify, dash vacation I see. Dashify, dash vacation I see. Do not care, Dashify, get out of my way. I'm just chilling and vibing a bit in the space. I am just up within the space. I am just vibing and chilling yesterday. You got to feel it running through your veins. They want to talk about all I know life. What do you know? I do not know. I do not know. I do not know. I do not know.